Hi everyone, how you doing? So today I'm going to have a crack at repouring this pot. So I've got a combination here of, this is paint is mixed with Floetrol, this is normal acrylic paint, and this is house paint mixed with 50-50 ratio. And I have found that it really helps having house paint in when it comes to pouring pots. But it does definitely seem to assist in the drying process, particularly. And I'm just basically layering up the different colors, and I'll bring you in for a shot so you can see that. So you'll see that the potters are not the same color as when I first showed it to you. And this is paint I had left over from a pour that I didn't like. So rather than waste it, I tend to save that paint, that sort of paint. And I like to wet the pots. You don't have to. It's just something that I've started doing because I think it really helps the paint to travel down the pot better. And I'm not concerned that it's such a yucky kind of gray color, because usually this sort of slips off once the first layer of paint comes through. One thing when you do this, you really need to make sure that your pot is as straight as you possibly can get it. It can't be, because if you have it like that, all the paint will tip off this way likewise, so you want to get it as level as you possibly can. And in the center of your tray as much as possible. And I just put them in the center in a tray like this because it's easier to pour. They catch the paint, they capture the paint well, but also then that paint can actually get turned into skins. So I'm just going to start going round the lip, sort of like round the outside of the pot, and see so I've got spaces there. So because this is not so much about worrying about this pattern, this is more about worrying about coverage, I'm going to just put some paint across there. I'll have to come across this way so you guys can see. So I'm not really concentrating on pattern, I'm concentrating on coverage. The colors are okay, I think, especially for a flower pot. I also think that it's helped that there's the kind of gray underneath. I think it blends with this. So you can see as we're getting to the end, this is getting quite muddy. Just moving the pot around so you can see what I'm doing. And this is what happens is, so if you imagine this is a full cup now, I'm going all the way down to so this is still half of my paint is sitting in this cup while I'm trying to get it to cover the lip, and you know. And I actually think that that's why sometimes everything gets a bit muddy in the end. I haven't really filled much at the top here, so I'm just going to, you know, get my top sorted with the last of the paint, because this is my muddiest bit, is always the bit that's in the bottom of the cup. So I don't mind putting it on the bottom of my pot because no one's really going to see it. My only risk is that when I come now with my second layer, is that will push that muddy bit off. It's a very strong likelihood. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to push some of that off already, so I don't risk that happening. Too much of it coming down my pot. Right. Okay, so the colors. What do I think of the colors? Actually, I think they're nice. I wasn't sure about including that blue, but it's ended up looking really quite pretty. And I think, you know, when you consider this is meant to be a garden pot, you know, I've tried to choose colors. I'm going to just go like this around my lip, because hopefully that will make the bottom, you know, when you turn the pot up, this is sort of blended into the lip. I don't know, maybe not. So I'm trying to choose colors that will, you could go into a nursery and buy a really nice plant. You know, and already the colors aren't, they're not bad. I'm going to set this aside now, and then I'm going to layer up my second cup, and then we're going to just pour it around. That cup probably won't be as full as the first cup, and that's good because we want to use it up quite quickly so we keep the pattern. So I'll set this aside and get the other cup ready. So I'm back with my pot and my second poured cup, and now the idea is to just worry about not worry about covering the pot. Now we just have fun with the pattern. And we move quickly so that paint doesn't get muddy. That's looking really nice. I'm hoping it'll carry, you know, I'm also hoping there's enough paint. You see there's a bit on the lip that's been left. I'm thinking there'll be enough paint. Maybe I'll just edge it along a little bit here, because I've got a tiny bit left in my cup. You just have to be so careful. You don't want to touch your pot. So what I've done there is I've edged it along there a little bit. Where is it? Oh, it's actually not too bad. It's blended in nicely now. I think it looks lovely. So pretty. I want to do another one now. I hope my pot is even. Oh, please let it be even. Please let it be level. I feel like it could just adjust slightly. Irritating. Oh well, there's nothing I can do about it now. It's stuck firm there. Some lovely yellow coming through there, pink. We've even got cells. We've got this beautiful purple. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Really, really pretty. I think it's worth doing another one of these. And if you look here, remember I said that muddy bit that I put on the top of the pot, I was worried that might come through, and it actually has a little bit. Where was it? Yeah, it's come through a little bit there. So am I worried about it? I don't think so. If I was worried about it, all I could do is, I've got quite a nice bit on the top of the pot. I could try and push some of that paint off, see if that will help it go and take care of some of that pattern. See how I'm pushing it off? Actually, yeah, I think that's been a better idea, because there's some nice stuff traveling down now. And it's just sort of taken care of that block of there. And you know, the nice thing about these is they actually dry quite quickly. But I think this has been quite successful. Definitely enjoyed doing it. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe. Thanks for visiting. I so appreciate it. If you would like to know more about pouring pots, I actually have an e-course. The link is below, and I cover lots of different pouring styles, and that e-course, this is just one of them. So yeah, definitely check the link out below. And I shall see you in the next pour.